Hi everybody, it's Christine at CL Aldridge Art, and I feel like I owe you guys an explanation as to why I am reacting the way that I do to the coloring community right now. As most of you know, the artists of the coloring world are asked to donate a lot of books, a lot of pages, a lot of time, and we do that happily. We do that absolutely so happily, and because we enjoy giving to the community, and the art is what we have to give, and we've sort of grown used to the fact that our reward is seeing your gorgeous work, hearing your wonderful stories about how the art that we draw brings you joy, or some specialness, helps you with pain, helps you deal with awful situations, illness, and all of that, and we don't do it with any expectation of any reward other than the joy that we know, and that you tell us brings into your world. And to have that generosity returned like this is simply amazing. Now, I also, because I never do anything without a story, there's also a story to this about me personally. As I've said in my videos, I am not close to my family, and that is partly because the vast majority of them have predeceased me. The ones that are left are too young to have any life experience of being older. And because I am sort of the unique one in the family, being the only child of a second family who grew up essentially without brothers and sisters, through circumstances that were out of everybody's control, and was never really close to any of them. When I became single in 2002 and moved, actually 2001, and moved my household east, it was with the thought in mind that I would, without any relatives really left. I had one aunt left back in California, my dad's mother, but other than that, it was just my family on my dad's side, and they lived out here in the East. And so I came out with the thought that I would get to spend major holidays and, major life events with them. And of course, it again, through circumstances that were not their fault, it hasn't turned out that way. My nephews spend their holidays with their wives' families. My sister has a new husband that she spends her time with, and all of my relatives, including the aunt back in California, are deceased. So I've kind of gotten used to spending Christmases alone, and not having things like Christmas gifts at Christmas, or birthdays and things like that. And so I apologize to all of you if I am emotionally affected by your generosity, and on to that. Yes, Leaping Lizards Batman. It's another happy mail. It is currently 5:32 in the morning on Sunday. This arrived on Saturday. By now I know that it is from Kenny, another package from Kenny. I don't know what it is, but I am going to open it because I told her that I would, and I've been sitting with it and thinking about this and what I was going to say, and so that's why my mind is sort of so blown, is that I'm just not used to being remembered, you know. And to all of the young people out there, if you have people in your family that you know spend their holidays alone, or you may not even know it, ask them if they have something to do. Now, it's not your responsibility to take care of them. It's their responsibility to lead happy lives. But send them a Christmas card. Give them a call on the day. Just make them feel remembered. And that's all I have to say about that. Because you don't yet have the life experience of knowing what it's like to not, and we learn things by hearing truth, and so that is truth. If there are people in your neighborhood, older people whose cars never leave the driveway, or who never seem to have visitors. One of the most precious things that happened one day to me was a new neighbor moved into the neighborhood, and noticed that nobody ever went anywhere at my house. And so he brought over, oh my goodness, and this one is gift wrapped. And so he brought over a plate of Thanksgiving dinner, which was just amazing. Not this year, but another year. Hi Christine, I cannot wait to see your magic in this adorable book. Always, Kenny. Oh, Amazon just does such a good job. Oh my goodness. Oh, Kenny, you've just been far too generous. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness! It's the Denise Klette! It's Gnomes in the Neighborhood! Oh, yay! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, it is so adorable! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Look at another bag for my collection. I just love these bags. Oh my goodness. Oh, Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Yay. Yeah. I have the other two. Now I have the whole set. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Gnomes in the Neighborhood. I've watched all you guys having these and loving it. And plus, Kenny told me that everybody loves to see Happy Mail opened. I hope that's true, and I hope that nobody out there is resenting all of this. But wow, This is so cool. This is so cool. Kenny, thank you. Look at these adorable images. Denise's art is so fun. Absolutely so fun. Oh, it's absolutely adorable. And yes, oh, we are definitely going to color in this. Denise is one of the few other artists that I've actually colored. And let me see. Here are the other two books. The Mermaids in Paradise. Again, I got this at Book Outlet. And the Fairies in Dreamland. And this is the one I colored in Fairies in Dreamland. And that's all Inktense pencils. And the background is, what did I use in the background? I used Neo's. So Neo 2's in the background. And look, the paper held up beautifully under that water. It's a little buckly at the back, but who cares about that? It is so cute. Oh, I can hardly wait to color in this. I can hardly wait to color in this. Oh, Kenny, yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Gnomes in the Neighborhood. I'm one of the in crowd. I have Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Look at the little dog. He's so cute. He's taller, almost as tall as the house. And all of these little, it took me a while to figure out the noses on the gnomes. Especially when they're straight forward. Like that's the tip of the nose. And that's why it's like this. He's got a round, fat nose. Oh, and there's a, hey, maybe we could do one of these for a Christmas drawing. How about something like that? With the Black Widows and one and this for a Christmas drawing? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love this. Kenny, thank you so much. You are just far too generous. My goodness. My goodness. See, now this one is asleep. Just like in the Mermaid, or the Fairies in Dreamland. Yeah, it took me forever to figure out that Fairies in Dreamland was about sleeping fairies. They were all sleeping. And this is the one where she ties in the other two books in a couple of these drawings by, okay, so here's where she ties in the Mermaid's book, you know, with her sort of signature mermaid with her gnome. And then there's another one with the mermaid and the gnome. And this is the one where she ties in all of the, okay, this is the gnome painting the mermaid book. And these are more gnomes. But then there's one where, is that this one? Where there's a sleeping fairy too? Yes, there it is. So there's one of the fairies, and there's one of the mermaids, and there is the gnomes. And I think that there are two images that are like that in here that have the tie-in between the books so that they all go together. Oh, this is so adorable. This is so adorable. I know that there are a million flips on this, so I won't do a complete flip. I will just say, thank you, Kenny. This is absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. Norman the dog. I know that when you look through this, there are probably a million little things to actually see that you don't see on first glance. Like there's the little bird from the first books, or from the, in order they are Fairies in Dreamland, Mermaids, and then Gnomes. Because Fairies in Dreamland is from 2015 or 2016. Mermaids is from 2017. These are just darling. Look at how darling that is. For winter, for Christmas, maybe we'll do that. I love their little village. That is so cute. With all of the trees. They look like little Santa Clauses. So darling. Oh my goodness. The wardrobe. All the little hats. Oh, there he is. He's looking at the fairy, asleep on the flowers. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Now, should I just continue this video on and start coloring in the other, or actually, now let me end this video. I will, Kenny, thank you. Wow. Thank you. You have been just far too generous, my dear. The lady in Walmart, her voice keeps going in my head that says, don't block your blessings. Don't block your blessings. Okay. So this is that, and I'm keeping all of these in there. I'm going to need to start collecting addresses to send thank you cards. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to really enjoy coloring in this. We are going to color in this together, and very, very soon. Everybody, bless you all. And I am working on new drawings, by the way. I am working on new drawings. I'm working on new colorings. And I am working on that video for the flip through of Sue's book. So, busy. And look for a new video on the from the Fabulous Flowers, and a continuation of the story that I was telling, which every word of is true. And trust me, I could not make it up. I don't have that kind of imagination. Until then, please color something pretty. Thank you very much, everyone.